Our next film, Children of a Lesser God, is one of the year's finest pictures, and it's also that rarest of movie commodities coming out of Hollywood, a genuine love story. A little bit old-fashioned in its passion, which means it has a lot of passion, and that's fine with me. But there is a twist here. The relationship is between a teacher of the deaf, played by William Hurt, and a deaf young woman played by Marlee Matlin, making a spectacular and sensuous film debut as a very bright but reclusive person that William Hurt must first bring out of her shell. First, though, the film shows us William Hurt as an innovative teacher.
Right now. Okay, here are two beautiful hearing girls. You two guys want to pick them up. What is the first thing that you want to say, Danny?
Are you rich?
No, are you rich? Say it.
Rich?
Good. Lydia.
I'm very rich.
Good. Tony.
Let's go somewhere and do it.
No, thank you.
Let's go somewhere and do it.
I would rather do it with her.
Cute.
That's very good writing. Later, William Hurt meets Marlee Matlin. She's been working as a maid at the school, even though she's bright as a whip. So the challenge to bring her out is there, and so is the sexual attraction.
It's too hard to dance and talk. Well, maybe I like to hear myself talk.
Has been so wonderful. Can't stop now.
You know, I am a really good teacher, though. You should let me help you. What is that? Lydia does not talk like that. Don't you want to be able to get along in the world? No one wants my help? That's your opinion.
They do have real chemistry on the screen, and they also create a real tension between them because this young woman, and she's really feisty as you can see, demands equal time to teach William Hurt a thing or two, not just about deaf people, but about women and about relationships. Let's face it, a love story works when you care about the couple, when you're not sure how it's all going to turn out, and when you learn something about relationships along the way. All that happens in Children of a Lesser God, a title that I think a lot of people are going to think is a downer, but assuredly it's not. I think it's one of the best love stories in American movies in quite some time.
Well, I think it's a good movie. I like the performances, and I'm recommending the movie basically on the basis of those performances.
Particularly William Hurt, I think, as
William Hurt, yes. I want to raise a technical question.
Sure.
This movie is about two people who communicate in different ways. One can hear and one cannot. The movie can hear. The movie has no scenes from her point of view in which we share her silence. A silent soundtrack as she tries to relate to this other man, and to me, that's cheating. That's making her into the problem, into the stubborn person who has to be brought around, instead of treating them both as people who have different ways of communicating.
I think it does show some of the silence and some of the scenes in the water, which I thought were quite beautiful. I think it does show the fact that she is stubborn about the thing. One of the things that I think is she can hear him, because I think she can read lips. She just doesn't want to give in. She's been stubborn for a long time. So I think it was intentional.
But in that case, then your business about how she's trying to be independent of him really doesn't work, because I think what she's really doing is saying, if we're going to exist, we have to exist in my world. That's an issue that isn't addressed by the movie.
That's what they fight out, and that's why it's a good love story.
Well, when we come back, we'll review the story of a great American jazz musician adrift in the